This is your Amethyst Tarot reading for insight, intuition and clarity of mind. Let's uncover the message held in the violet light. Welcome, fellow traveler. You have arrived at the altar of the Amethyst, a stone of quiet strength and inner knowing. 3 cards rest at the table, quiet and waiting. Each holds a facet of Amethyst wisdom, a message waiting to meet you where you are. Welcome, Group 1. You were drawn to the first card. Let's see what called you here, and let's see what the Amethyst light is ready to show. Right from the get-go, I feel that the theme of this card is awakening of the mind's eye. This is Ace of Shards, or Ace of Wands in this deck. The Amethyst here is electric. It's charging your dream work and opening your third eye. The violet hue of the card is the color of mystery, insight, and spiritual awakening. I call this spread Crystal Timeline. It's basically a past, present, and future spread, but I will be dealing 3 different cards with 3 different decks. The gemstone cards that I'll place first speak about energies that affect you and the gentle guidance of gemstones to help you when you are reflecting the past, living in the present, and contemplating future. Then we have Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is one of the most popular tarot decks in the whole world, and this is just general advice for you from past, from present to future. Then we have a set of cave tarot cards, but this deck uses only major arcana. Think of these cards as your shadow or root cause. This can also be subconscious influences. And finally, an angelic answer card. This is a message from the spirit at the end of the reading. And you got 2 angelic answer cards. That means I can see from the color of the cards that the bottom one is an answer to a yes/no question. So during the course of this reading, have a think if there is a yes/no question in your mind that you would like these cards to answer to. All right, are you ready to begin? Let's do this. Let's turn your first card. This is what shaped the moment you stand in. A card of the past. You got Page of Swords. This card speaks of new ideas, but sometimes they need grounding. This is a card of the seeker, the one who dares to ask. Moving on to the gemstone card. This is Garnet. So this is Page of Swords, again emphasizing the energy of new beginnings. And garnet is a very positive gemstone card. It brings joy and vital energy. It brings strength and courage. It's a stone of the heart, both vitality and in bravery. Let's turn your cave card next. This is the shadow left behind, or the roots still buried. And your card is the Devil. And this is a card of temptations and testing your resolve. But this card is in the past. All in all, I feel that these 3 cards speak of past events and energies where there was a sense of beginning and sense of starting a new journey or a new adventure or a new pursuit. Following this pursuit has tested you, and there has been temptations maybe to give up or temptations to take the easy path. But there was also bravery in your steps and boldness to take the action. All in all, if this is a reading about psychic awareness and third eye and spiritual awakening, these 3 cards speak about a seeker in his or her path, an adept in spiritual path, and one who has been awakened. Let's move on and see what kind of cards come to mark the energies of your present moment. This is the mirror of now. Ten of Cups. Emotional stability, joy, fulfillment. A moment of harmony, not just for you, but for those you love. Dream being realized, whether it's big or small. This is a card of joy. Embrace the moment, whether the source of joy is small or large, whether this emotional stability and fulfillment is a result of a long journey or a bright new spark of joy. Next, let's turn your gemstone card. This is the aura you carry. This can also be an energy that the gemstones want to give you to support you. Labradorite, King of Cups. This is a stone of personal growth that helps you to be in peace with the myriad aspects of yourself. A shimmering stone placed over your significator, that is Amethyst of the psychic gifts. This gemstone helps to promote personal growth and intuitive insights. Let's turn your cave card. What lurks just beneath, truth waiting to be unearthed. The High Priestess. Your streak of cards about psychic abilities and intuitive knowledge continues. She teaches about the unseen and guides seekers like yourself with intuitive wisdom. Your present moment is indeed rich with energies of intuitive knowing. I feel that the middle column, the column of the now, of the present moment, is speaking about emotional fulfillment and the awakening of the psychic powers. Ten of Cups brings emotional fulfillment, where the Labradorite balances the intuitive knowledge of the Amethyst with emotional stability. And finally, in the unconscious, the energy of High Priestess is asking you to trust your own inner wisdom. Let's look at your future next. This is where you're heading if you follow the thread. Your card is the Star. We continue with the theme of intuitive knowledge, but the tone of it receives more subtle shades. Star is a card of hope and healing, of rejuvenating waters, feeding your intuition, of shining light in the darkness, but also of rest. If you have dreams, trust them. If you are on a path, trust the path, but remember to rest. Then your gemstone card. This is the energy you're inviting in, crystal forming in the distance. Chalcedony, 9 of Cups. Chalcedony is a gemstone of speaking and expression. It helps you to speak with your own true voice and calls you to express yourself. Being a blue stone, it has calming energies. As 9 of Cups, it has energies of cheerfulness, satisfaction, happiness, and it might even be a sign for a successful outcome. Then, let's see what waits you in the cave. Your card is Wheel of Fortune. I feel that this is a confirmation. You're walking on a destined path. Daily life can bring ups and downs, but larger cycles of life and karma turn steadily like a wheel. Ever transforming, yet still predictable. Alright, it is time for your final reveal. It is time for Spirit's message. The Spirit's message is: meditation brings answers. Meditation brings the quietness that is needed for something sacred beginning to speak. The spirits wanted you to have an extra answer to a question with yes or no answer. Let's bring a question to your mind, one where you would like to have a yes or no answer. Are you ready? Remember, yes or no. Let's turn the card. Your answer is no. Whatever you were hoping for, holding on to, or wondering about, Spirit is gently closing that door. The column of future looks steady and hopeful. The star reminds you to rest, but at the same time gives confirmation that your path is leading to somewhere. The Chalcedony reminds you of your own voice and using your words to speak your truth. And the energy of the Wheel of Fortune both reminds us of the ups and downs of life, but at the same time speaks about destined events, reminding us that we are all walking on destined paths. Finally, the High Priestess speaks through the angelic answer card, saying you that meditation is the key. Remember the arts of the mind. Meditation can be calming and quieting yourself, concentrating on a candlelight, but it can also be a mindful walk with a dog, being present when doing your chores, or simply stopping, for a moment of mindful breathing. Bring these moments of calm to your day to clear your mind, to promote wellness and healing, and to continue on your path of spiritual awakening. This concludes our reading, group number 1. Leave a like if you liked it, and I hope to see you again soon. Welcome, group 2. If this is the card that called to you, trust that you are in the right place. The energy of the amethyst is revealing something just for you. The 10 of Shards. This corresponds to the 10 of Wands in other decks. Right from the get-go, I feel that this is a card of breaking free, of shattering old patterns, clear-headedness, and end of a difficult period. The word amethystos comes from words meaning not drunk, and this is one aspect of the amethyst. It was said to clear off the intoxication of the Bacchus, the god of wine, and amethyst is a gem of clear-headedness and sobriety and clean judgment. The violet in this case is a color of transformation from red to blue, and I feel that this card is a card of freedom and finally seeing things as they are. Old habits, false beliefs, the weight that you have carried, it's all falling away now. You have earned this transformation. Now is the time to break free. First, I will be placing 3 gem cards. These cards represent energies helping you. 1 to deal with your past, 1 to help you at this moment, and 1 for the future. I will also be placing 3 Rider-Waite-Smith cards. These are general advice from your past, for the present, and for your future. And finally, I will be placing 3 cave cards. Think of these as the cards of your shadow work. They may speak of subconscious things, intuitive things, or hidden shadowy aspects of your journey. Please keep in mind that this deck only contains major arcana, so these cards will speak with a loud voice because of that. So, 3 columns, they are past, present, and future, seen through 3 lenses. Traditional Rider-Waite, gemstones to help you, and a shadowy cave where the beautiful gemstones originated. And finally, I will be placing 1 Oracle Answers card. And this is the message of the Spirit, and we will reveal it last. All right, are you ready to begin? Let's do this. Let's turn your first card. Your first card of the past is the Ace of Wands. This card speaks of new energy, of new projects, of new ideas and new paths that open up for you. Generally speaking, it speaks about a new period of life. Perhaps it was a beginning of this project that you are now on. Or perhaps it was an energy that started at the past and is now ongoing. Your second card, the gemstone card, is Queen of Swords, and the gem is Hawk's Eye. Hawk's Eye speaks about seeing truth clearly. Hawks have a good vision, and this is symbolically present in this beautiful silvery grey stone. Queen of Swords, on the other hand, is a card of clear expression. She speaks about speaking the truth and seeing the situation truthfully. All in all, this gemstone card brings truthfulness to the energy of this reading. It says that when looking at your starting point, now when you know more about the situation, take the new truth into account when you consider the present moment. Let's turn your cave card next. Your cave card is the Devil. This is a card of resolve, and Devil speaks about temptation and testing. You might have noticed that your path is more difficult than you thought. This is your past now. You're moving away from this and towards different future. So, the first column speaks about fiery beginnings, where you were inspired and a lot of things were starting anew. It reminds you to have a look of these past events with a truthful, clear vision. And it reminds you about the temptations and dependencies that you believed you were chained to, but from where you are now releasing yourself from. Then let's take a look of the column of present moment. Let's first turn the Rider-Waite-Smith card. Your card is the Chariot. Chariot reminds you that you are the one who holds the reins. Different instincts, both black and white, as the sphinxes before the Chariot, pull you on different directions in your life. But you are the hero, and you are the soul that is chairing the chariot of life. You have the power to make changes. That is the advice of this card. Let's turn your gemstone card next. Oh, your gemstone card is the Malachite, the stone of transformation, ever cloaked in vibrant green swirls, as if the earth herself carved rivers of renewal into its surface. This card speaks of transformation and rebirth, emphasizing the theme of change and release from the burdens of the past. This is a card that speaks about emotional healing and protection, and it reminds you that you have power and wisdom within you. If the Chariot told you that you have the reins of your life in your hands, this gemstone card reminds you that you have creativity and personal power within you. Then let's take a look of your shadow card, the subconscious influences affecting you, or your unconscious wishes or hopes, dreams or shadows. Your card is the Judgment. This card emphasizes the theme of transformation, and it does it very strongly because, as you can see, there is an angel blowing a trumpet on this card. It speaks about call for change. There is an energy of leaving the old behind and moving forward, but there is also energy about your actions being weighted, not as you explain them to be, but as they really are. Your middle column is about self-empowering. It's very strongly about that. The Chariot is forward momentum, but with the mindset that you are the warrior in your own life. The Gem card speaks about transformation and emotional empowerment. And the Shadow card, the Judgment, speaks of the need to do change and the call to awaken. Next, let's take a look of the column of the future. The first card speaks about general advices for the future. Your card is the King of Cups. This card speaks about emotional maturity. If you are undergoing a transformation of any kind, it is important that it is rooted in emotional stability and spiritual maturity. King of Cups is a wise ruler that rules with his or her heart. That means taking your emotions into account when making decisions in your future. Let's see what kind of energies the gemstones want to give to you as a support. Oh, this is so magical, it almost gives me goosebumps. Your card is Chariot. This is a stone of twilight and spirit. It comes from Siberia. It is quite rare gem. But the interesting thing is that it speaks about soul's purpose and destiny, and it is a guide for those standing at the edge of change, unsure of the path ahead. It helps you to align yourself with the higher self, revealing the threads of true purpose. The message of this gem is you are meant to walk this road. So moving towards the future, there is help on your way. And finally, let's look at the Cave card for the future. Your card is the Temperance. What an interesting and lovely card this is, especially in this reading. The Temperance speaks about stabilizing energies. It speaks about harmonization. It speaks about tempering, not in a sense that metal is tempered, but it speaks about tempering the wine with water. That was the original meaning of the card. So when you temper the wine with water, you mellow the alcohol in it, meaning that the emotional patterns and behaviors become more rational and grounded. So this is a card of grounding, and it speaks that when you are going through transformations, remember to take it slowly, one step at a time. And finally, it is time for your oracle answer card. Let's see what message the Spirit wants to give you today. Oh, lovely! The message is abundance. This card speaks that we can make a conscious choice of having a mindset of scarcity and a mindset of abundance. And it reminds you to cherish all the wealth that you've received, whether that is emotional wealth, spiritual wealth, material wealth, or some other form of wealth that is blessing your life at the moment. This is also a card of future, so it is a wonderful sign, and I hope that it brings you joyous abundance in many forms as you live your life. When looking at your future column, I see a very positive change towards the future. The King of Cups brings emotional stability, rooted in truthfulness and wisdom. And the gemstone of twinkling twilight confirms to you that you are on a right path and promises help along the way when you are moving through this change. Finally, temperance in the future guides you towards your new sober life, where you are emotionally fulfilled, wise, and harmonious. Finally, the spirits want you to know that there is abundance in your life, both at the moment and in the future as well. Cherish and enjoy these energies, or otherwise you'll miss it. I wish you luck with all the transformations you're going through, and know that you are on the right path and the future looks calmer, happier, and truer to yourself than your past. If you enjoyed this reading, do subscribe to my channel. I do thematic readings like these, and I hope that you'll find joy, enjoyment, and useful reflections on your life from these readings. Thank you for listening through this reading and walking this path with me. I hope you find value from this reading, and I hope to see you on the next readings as well. Welcome, Group 3. You were drawn to the third card. Let's see what's for. The energy of Amethyst is ready to reveal something meant for you. Now this is a regal face of Amethyst. It's noble, grounding, and timeless. Set in a scepter, it embraces its value as gemstone. This is the Ace of Pentacles of this deck. As such, it has connection to wealth and money and material goods. And it reminds us that amethysts were once as valuable as diamonds. They were placed into many crown jewels and regal jewelries already at the times of ancient Egypt. The rich, dark, velvety violet, purple, stands for regality, and as such it is a symbol of sacred strength, divine right to rule, and graceful appearances. Amethyst of this kind is a stone of protection, a calm presence that brings peace to its surroundings. So the choice of your amethyst stone and amethyst card speaks of nobility, groundedness, and protection. I call this reading Crystal Timeline. It's a really straightforward spread. Let me explain to you. We start by placing 3 gem cards. These cards stand for the energies of the past, present, and future. Next, we'll place Rider-Waite-Smith cards. These are general advice from when you're looking at your past, when you're contemplating the present, or thinking about the future. And finally, we'll place 3 cave cards. Think of these as shadow cards, the cave from where the amethyst originated. This deck only contains major arcana, so the messages will be loud. Take that in mind when you're reading this with me. And finally, I will pull 1 Angel Answers card. This is the message from the Spirit for you, and we will reveal it in the end. So, first column, past, middle column, present, and the right-hand column, future. All right, let's reveal your first card. So this card is a message from your past. And your card is the High Priestess. She stands for intuitive knowing and psychic abilities, of unknown mysteries and dream work. Her advice is to keep your heart and mind open for things that you don't yet know or yet understand. She also tells you to trust your own intuition and your own inner knowing. Let's look at your past energies as well. Ooh, nice! We continue with the regal theme. You received Sapphire. This is 7 of Cups. Sapphire stands for nobility, but it also speaks for sincerity, truth, and faithfulness. In ancient Greek and Rome, kings and queens believed that blue sapphires would protect them from envy and harm. All right, let's move on to your shadow card. Ooh, your card is the Tower. So it means that you have gone through some really tough times in order to get here. As a regal king or queen of your own life, you have perhaps embarked on events that have not been successful, like the tower that was built in here and that collapsed. These setbacks and difficult times still carry echoes to this moment, but that is okay. It takes time to heal from these events. And the Tower card points to a situation that was so devastating that it created an ego loss of one way or another. So, yes, it's been tough, but this event is now in the past. I hope that this message brings you peace. So the story of your past brings forth a regal, noble, honest heart, clear mind, and wisdom to listen to intuition as well. As for the difficult times in the past, you have learned from them and are now building a kingdom of your own that is a better version for all. Let's look at the cards of the present next. Your first card is the Empress, and traditionally she is interpreted as a figure of fertility, kindness, and motherhood. And those values are, of course, still applicable to her. But I feel that in this reading, she speaks about the royal aspect of being an empress. So being an empress means that you're not only surviving, you are thriving. And I believe that this card is bringing this message to you. Welcome the mindset of abundance and give yourself permission to enjoy the beauty and luxury that the life is bringing to you. Next, let's move to the gem card. Speaking of enjoying your life, welcome Three of Cups, the pink coral. This card brings beauty and harmony and purity into your heart. It speaks about loving and accepting ourselves, but as a Three of Cups, it also speaks about loving relationships around us. One of the themes of the pink coral is harmony of feelings. It speaks about regeneration and good results. So this lovely message is for you for the present moment. Now let's take a look underground, the shadowy aspects and the roots of the current moment. Your card is the Temperance. Now, this card often has a message of balancing and diluting the wine so that your celebrations don't get too rough and you are not tilting towards excess. But I feel that in this case, in this reading for you, it means harmonious life, because harmony and balance is also one of the general themes of the card Temperance. I think that this card speaks of enjoying the life, keeping in mind that the moderation is key to wisdom. The middle column, the column of the present, paints a picture of harmonious enjoyment, moderation, and luxury within reason. You have gone through tough times in the past, so allow yourself to enjoy a little. It is not excess if you temper it wisely. Next, let's take a look of your future. The beauty of this reading continues. The first card, a general message of your future, is Ace of Cups. This card speaks of new emotional beginnings. It is a wonderful new start of maybe a relationship, maybe a deepening emotional connection, or something similar in the realm of emotions and social ties. From this lovely atmosphere, let's move on to the energies of the future and see what kind of messages the gem card wants to give you. Ooh, your card and your gem of the future is Opal, another gem card. This deck also has a lot of other cards than just gems, for example, metals. and non-precious stones. But your streak of having valuable gems and valuable stones continues. In general, opal symbolizes hope and purity because it's a white stone, and truth. And also because it sparkles when the light hits it, it's often seen as a symbol of new spark of an idea. And then there is one more aspect of opal that I want to mention, and that is that it is often called the mineral of amplification. So whatever ambitions or goals or plans or whatever energies you want to amplify, opal acts as an amplifier to that. So have a think that what kind of energies you would like to amplify towards the future and bring those thoughts and energies into your life. Now let's turn your cave card for the future. And your card is Empress. A wonderful confirmation of these messages and a reminder that the themes of taking care of yourself and the themes of justified luxuries, they are meaningful for you also in the future. Cultivate a mindset of abundance wherever you go and whatever you do, and it will reflect back to you in a positive manner. And now it is time for your final card, which is the Angelic Oracle card. Your card is Remain Positive. Again, confirmation of the message that we have been laying out during this reading. Life can be good. It is plentiful. It is rich and vibrant. Perhaps things will turn out better than you're expecting. Looking at the column of your future as a whole, I feel that this is perhaps one of the most positive futures that I've witnessed for a long while. If this rings true to you and comes into being in your life, I feel truly happy for you. It looks really, really nice and bright. There are new emotional beginnings, sparks of inspiration, and justified luxury. That's a wonderful note to end this reading, especially with the final note of staying positive and knowing to expect positive things to happen. Thank you for spending time in the amethyst light. If the soft glow of the amethyst light resonated with you, you might also find comfort in the quiet atmosphere of the night tarot reading, where the cards speak in whispers of moonlight. Until next time, take care.